We've had no incidences yet. But as long as everybody follows the protocols that we have, there should be no incidences. So, one of the things about this, you might think that you need 15 pounds to go down there. And here, there's a lot of extra salinity, the salt levels. So you need extra weight. Some people have been putting on 40 pounds of weight just to get down. Because when you think of it, when you're on that rock in there, you know, you only have like 8 feet of water. And we want you to sink like a rock. So we want you to be negative. We don't want you to float up the top. A couple guys who found out they float up the top, we got about 20 seconds and the shark come in. Not that they'll do anything to it, but they do come in. They have a couple guys running around out there for 20 seconds while the shark comes in. Down they went. So. Now, also up there we have a full face mask. If you are comfortable using one, then you'll be able to be on the mic and be able to talk to the crowd out here. We also can set it up so that if you want to try it, you go to a pool or someplace else and have you practice with it. Or do it on a dive in the tank, just going down, seeing how it is, and going back up on the base. We're not really doing anything. When you start off as a diver, if you volunteer, you're going to have to shadow first. You're going to have to come and actually observe some of the dives and participate that way. We will also have a class about sharks, which will give you about a 2.5-hour class, getting you oriented on sharks. And we do an in-depth guided tour another night, which takes about 2 hours to go around the aquarium and learn about all the habitats and animals that live in all that. So is Tim. Randy, where'd Randy go? He went upstairs? Randy's here every day almost. So. And we do have a Santa suit for the Christmas season. Santa does go periodically diving in the tank. So sometimes we do have a third diver. We can't have more than 3 divers in the tank. That's what the aquarists have said, that is the rule. No more than 3 divers. Sometimes you will have to clean the glass. They have special things up there they'll ask you to clean the glass, pick up seashells. They feed the big fish the tautog, blackfish, they feed them clams, so the shells get lying around down there.
Once the 2 divers are at the bottom, they'll give each other the okay sign, letting them know that they're both ready to proceed up to the center of the tank. If there's ever a problem in the tank, can we just on a side note here, either diver or any spotter can call the dive at any time. So if you're in there, you feel uncomfortable, you can call the dive, no problem, and that ends the dive right there. And then, if you're a spotter, you see aggressive nature in the tank, or things just don't look right, you can call the dive from outside as well as the spotters upstairs or either diver. Once Tim gets out, they'll switch the mic over live and we'll be able to hear Tim talk. How's the water in there?
The water is, you know, it's about 64 degrees. Staying pretty much 64, 65 degrees. The Zephyl does very well in here, so everything's really pretty good.
I gotta ask you, Tim, because I don't know if anybody else will, but aren't you scared of being in there with all those sharks?
Not at all. Not at all. They're pretty cool. Look at them. As you can see, they're very curious. I kind of look at them as like big puppy dogs. They are very curious. You have to watch them every once in a while, watch where they're coming from. They're pretty cool.
Now, Tim is looked up, so if anybody has any questions for Tim, just raise your hand. Oh, boy,
yeah. Randy, does he pee in his suit? Yeah, how does he go to the bathroom?
Now, one of the things I don't do while I've been here, because it's been asked of me before, I do not pee in my wetsuit. Unlike others that do, I do not. Anyway, Randy, what I have here, Randy, is one of the shark's teeth.
Oh, if you look right here, you can see Tim's got a shark's tooth in his hand. And we find them all over the bottom of the tank. The sharks will lose a tooth roughly every 2 weeks or any time during feeding. They have approximately 300 teeth in their mouth. There's about 100 of them visible, and then 2 more rows of about 100 teeth each. They will lose tooth, like I said, every time they're feeding. or roughly every 2 weeks. So go through about 30,000 of these teeth in a lifetime.
Well, there's quite a few up here.
Well, since no one's asking any questions, Tim, I got some of my favorites for you.
Okay, ask me some questions, Randy.
Have you ever had your arm bitten off by a shark?
I haven't shoved it down inside their mouth yet. If you want, I can call one close to me. Want to try that?
Sure, go ahead. We practiced rescues last night. We're all set.
No, the sharks here, they are really pretty docile. Well, I like the way they come in like this, though. It's not nice. And then we have the little sticks. I heard you talking about the sticks earlier. We have the little sticks. They're kind of like, we use them just as guides. So if a shark starts to come a little bit too close, we put the guide out here to keep them just a little bit at bay. Although what I use them mostly for are those triggerfish.
Hey, Tim, how come the sharks swim in the water?
How come the sharks swim in the water?
Why do they swim in the water?
Because they don't like swimming in the air. One is the safety person who's watching to make sure that nothing sneaks up on the person who's actually talking on the mask. Because I'm on a mask and I'm looking straight forward and I'm paying mostly attention to what's going on in front of me, I don't have eyes behind my back, so I can't necessarily see if the shark is coming in towards me. Although I am noticing a lot that I can't see the shark reflections, so I get a pretty good idea as to where they are at any one time.
Hang on, Tim, I got a question here for you.
Okay. I'm going to throw away. Nobody's watching his back? Yeah.
I'm sorry?
He wants to know if Alan is a throwaway since no one's watching his back.
We can ask him that later on.
I have another question here for you, Tim.
Alan, is that the pawn position?
Hey, Tim, I've got a question.
Whoa.
Do those bubbles from Alan's regulator tickle your ass when you're in there?
Wait a second. Hang on a second.